Hi everyone, this is the George Orwell Show among various other platforms. Yeah, I was a little late on this live stream. I trying to figure some stuff out with it because I guarantee you I ain't gonna get it right on the first try. But I will tell you this. We are living close to the Running Man. The Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Running Man. That's what we are living close to. Oh yeah, this is the George Orwell Show. Please like, share, and subscribe if you think I'm doing okay. But understand, we are literally doing the Running Man in 2025. So something like that. And I just don't see another way around it. And what people need to get ready for it is something similar to that with a combination of a few other videos. Because people have no idea, have no clue that the Running Man is coming. And we are in, of all things, World War III. World War III is literally, yes, we are, while Oliver Shoot, yes, we are. Thank you for coming in the chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. And I'm just going to give it a little more time. But, I mean, the end of the days is here. And if you calculate, oh, I'm hanging in there. It just, I didn't realize I would be partly the generation that would see the return of Christ. I never thought I would be. Most people, they never see this. And it just really makes me sad that most people have no clue that they have no clue about what is coming. I mean, we're gonna see the end of freaking days, and I'm not. Yeah, we are blessed to be here because I've seen how people treat one another, and this is all biblical prophecy. No matter how hard we do not understand how lucky we are to be a part of this in one way or another. And I feel grateful to be a part of this. I mean, am I down in the dumps? Of course. But I know if I do these streams long enough and learn, yeah, I'm kind of learning different things. Like here's a prime example of what I've been doing with said time is talking with God. Yeah. Did I have the shot? Unfortunately, I literally am one of the ones that had the worst go of it with cough, if you know what I mean. But I, me too, brother. Yeah, I mean, it's like this is the Christian Super Bowl moment. Super Bowl moment. And people don't realize that. I mean, good God, people do not realize. Oh, and by the way, like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends to come look me up because, yeah, I may look like a hillbilly from hell. Me, me too, bro. Me too. But most people have no idea. But I miss my mom. I miss my dad, even though he's still alive. It's just, I try to do this because I realize that this is something that I love. Like what's going on overseas is something that was meant to happen. And I hate to say the guy's name, but I think my mother was right about the identity of the Antichrist. But you can kind of guess who it is, but I didn't want to believe her. Because I sit here and I try to think rationally, but I just can't because I have to take it on faith. I'll tell you in the chat, but okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, believe it or not, this uh, because this apparently was revealed to her by an angel of God, and and that's who she thought it was because she literally told me that it would literally happen like this, and people have no clue because when when this guy takes the throne and they are rebuilding the rebuilt temple, uh, in in Jerusalem, and he will declare himself God. People have no idea. He will declare himself God. And those two guys that I mentioned, when they sit on said throne, he will declare himself God. But I don't know. It just really bums me out. And it makes no sense. It just really messes with me quite a bit. Hi, why don't you identify yourself, second person watching this live stream? Yeah, I'd say so because it doesn't make sense. None of it does. Third Temple, if you look at everything that is lined up, but most people do not understand the Third Temple. We are the temple of God. We are not. We are temples of God, and God dwells in us. I know this for a fact. And most people don't see that. I just don't see how it seems like we're just in the beginning stages because when Jerusalem was actually built back in 1948, that was the beginning of the last generation that will not pass away until the coming of Christ. That was in 1948, and if you calculate from that date to 2028, I believe it is, or 2030, that is when, and we are already in the beginning stages of the tribulation. People don't know that. And I just don't get it. I mean, I've been in the dumps. I mean, I've been trying. I've been trying my best. I mean, doing these live streams really bothered me sometimes, but I know I have to do this. And I know if I start to have people engage and treat me like I'm an actual person, not just someone who occasionally puts up videos, because I'm going to tell you what I do is I'm trying to get inspiration from other live streamers. I'm trying to get inspiration so that way when I do come out with a live stream, but anyone want to ask me any questions in the chat and I'll try my best to answer it? Go ahead. I'll wait a second. Because I'll tell you right now, I mean, I live in a small town. People have no clue. They have no clue about things that are going on around them. They always think, even in my hometown, yeah, it's a, I hate to say it, a dope stop. But why not? Yeah, it just really amazes me how it just really amazes me. Yeah, I started this whole thing because I got bored. I got bored stiff. I know if I didn't do something, I wouldn't be able to do anything at all. I mean, good God, people. I've been praying for you people. I would like to meet some more of my. I met you, the guy in Ohio. I would like to meet this other live streamer, this other person that is in the audience, because I know I have 16 subscribers, and it just really amazes me. Just really amazes me how most people have no clue that what's going on. You know, we all. I've been awake. Oh hell, I've been awake for quite a bit. And when I started waking up under 44 and 43, oh, I've been awake. Oh, for the longest time. I had been awake. You know, I started doing these because I had to get out of my shell. I mean, it just, I couldn't sit here with my thumb up my rear end watching the world just turn to crap. But I know it has to turn to crap before God comes back. And believe it or not, we are seeing all these UFOs and all these other different things because maybe that's fallen angels, maybe it's not. Even our own government has acknowledged the existence of extraterrestrials or aliens. Our own government has literally acknowledged the existence of extraterrestrials, or those of us who are awake, fallen angels. Because, and our own government is skeptical. And I wouldn't be skeptical if I was you. Because I'll tell you right now, this has all been pre planned. at least from as what and I'm in contact with on other platforms, how people they literally have a different theory or a different track. You know, the January 6th thing. Yeah, I know about that, what I've seen on TV and what I've read, but I had no idea, no clue why most people wanted to do it that day. But I understand it now. I really do, because those guys felt like they were losing everything. They had nothing left, nothing at all, and they felt like their country was gone. And it seems like this has been a pretext. When the World Trade Centers came down, that was the end of the grace period. And if you really wanted, the last 20 years, we have been slowly sliding into the the end of it all. There's like 3 years left until like 2028. And if you follow the UN, it started in 2022 or 2023 at COP. They have until 2030 to get all their wish list done, so that way they know they know that COP is and they said they have 7 years to get it done. And would you know, the Abraham Accords, that's one possibility of the covenant for 7 years, but they haven't really instituted it yet. So that's what kind of throws me for a loop. But it seems like a pre-programmed script. And if you read the book of Revelation, it is as real and more relevant today than anything else. Because I will tell you my own opinion. Because, yeah, I had the shot, and I was told by quote unquote experts that I would die within 2 years. My first one was 2021. My last one was just in September. So somebody's math is wrong, and what I truly believe is I just think that people are just walking around asleep with their faces in their phone, not wanting to look around. It's kind of like the thing Wally. That dang movie. They tried to warn you. They tried to tell you that things are going to get worse before, and if we do nothing to stop it, we will never, ever, ever, ever be able to fix it and be able to be ready for Christ. Now, I'm going to start wrapping this up. Yeah, I know. I know he loves me. You know, even when I'm sitting in this one bunk Hilton by myself, I know God's with me. He's walked me through some horrors. Like, I had two stomach surgeries for my obesity at the time and reversing gastric bypass, and even had my gallbladder out. So yeah, I kind of know. I've met God. I've met him in real life when I was under. He is nothing but love, straight love. He is nothing but love. And he told me, you are to go through this until I show up down there. I saw my mom, because she had passed away in 2023. She had passed. my dad, my dad's dad, I saw him. And these were not old people like you and I would think of them. No, these are young people and they were beautiful and handsome. And I'm not, they were like 20 somethings. What I'm telling you is, I'm just very grateful to even share my story. And thank you to the both of you for sticking this out. Because I've had some chaotic moments. I'm 34. No, I'm 42, excuse me. I'm 42. And if, believe it or not, I was 360 pounds. And I've gotten down to 203. And those the revised gastric bypass and the gastric sleeve, etc., have literally changed my life. I mean, literally, during COVID or whatever you want to call it, the cough. I just sat there and ate because that was my coping mechanism. I never really picked up the computer much until recently. I'm still learning. Oh Lord, talk about being behind the eight ball when it comes to these things. So I see kids a quarter of my age literally mastering these things like they're nothing. And I'll tell you right now, bro, it just really amazes me how things are just so funky right now. But I know it has to happen. It just really makes me upset that not in a bad way, but I know it has to happen. But it just makes me so sad. I just don't want to see people get hornswoggled. And this quote unquote budget thing, it literally, literally, from the DOGE or Department of Government Efficiency, that scares me because I've heard the rumors that they're going to cut Social Security, Medicaid, or gut it so that way they can pay for their tax cuts. You know, it seems like the bigs want the little guy. They want the little guy to suffer while they keep getting fat and fat and fat, and then they don't hardly do any work. But yet, I see there's roughly three or four classes of people: the ultra poor, the working poor, middle class, upper class, and the uber wealthy. That's about 6 different levels. It just literally bugs me out how these people have no idea what somebody who makes less than $15,000 a year has to live on with hand-me-downs. I mean, from food to electronics, take your pick. But someone who lives like $100,000, even $1,000,000, or even $2,000,000, even they are living comfortably, but not like high in the hog because they are literally lower class. But they are more middle class. Then it just really the world that I grew up in was Reaganism. That's how this whole thing started. That's how it all started. Because there was something called Kensington, um, what's the term I'm looking for? Kensington economics. Those economics were going from 1798 till 1981 when Ronald Reagan took over. A year before I was born, he started gutting programs after program after program. For the last 40 years, they have been gutting government just to line their pockets. And I can almost tell you that I can draw a straight line from Ronald Reagan to Donald J. Trump. But I'm not gonna rag on him. Yeah, I voted for the guy, and if y'all want to leave, go. But I'll tell you right now, I haven't voted since W for a Republican. I voted Democrat. I voted Republican. Yeah, I'm what you call a swing voter because I just don't understand why people we can't have a civil conversation. Can't have a civil one. We can only yell at each other and say, "Oh, you're bad because you're a Republican or MAGA Republican, or you're bad because you're blue MAGA, or you're bad because you're an uber liberal." It's like the insane asylum, and the inmates are running it, and it just really bugs me. That's all. But thank you guys, and I'll leave you with this. When I come up with the next one, I'll try to have something a little more put together. But I just had to get this off my chest because this is my first one that I've went almost 30 minutes, which is a record for me. Because most people, I guess, I don't even get hardly any traffic. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone, and I appreciate you, and I hope that you all can come back again. All right, have a good one.